This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more. Hey, and welcome to The Short Stuff. I'm Josh, and there's Chuck. And Chuck, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Don't you want to Fanta?
Was that a slogan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't you wanna? Yeah, I remember that now.
It's very catchy.
Don't you Fanta, don't you wanna? Was that it?
Don't you want to Fanta? That's how I remember it.
Oh, okay. I love Fanta. I mean...
Wait. You never answered my question.
Well, yeah, of course I do, if I love it.
Good.
I think I've mentioned plenty of times that I did not grow up drinking much soda because as a family, we didn't have the kind of money to just load up the house with sodas. Mm-hmm. So sodas were only reserved for my mom to drink Tab.
Oh, yeah, she was a Tab drinker, huh?
Yeah, we had money for that. But I didn't drink much soda growing up, so I don't drink soda now, thankfully, because that stuff is so bad for you, generally speaking. But I will hammer down 6 Cokes a year and maybe 4 or 5 Fanta oranges.
All at once a year.
I love them. I love that Fanta orange. I just, you can't drink that stuff a lot.
Have you had any of the other Fantas, the grape, et cetera?
I think I dabbled in the grape and knee-high grape and stuff when I was a kid, but it's really that. And I like Sunkist, preferred Sunkist as a kid here and there.
Sunkist
when
soda,
I would have
right?
it. Yeah. But Fanta orange is one of my rare guilty pleasures.
I gotcha. I was more of a Faygo man as a kid.
I never drank those, and I also never have drank any of the clear or yellows. Like I've never tasted Mountain Dew. Didn't drink Mellow Yellow or Sprite or 7-Up or anything like that.
You missed out. You'd never tasted Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow. I just want to make sure I have that correct.
I don't think so.
Wow.
I can't remember ever doing it. I mean, I don't even know what it tastes like. It looks lemon limey, but...
No, it's not. It's its own thing for sure. I don't know that you should ever break the streak now that you've reached this long without trying it, but it's not lemon lime. It's its own thing.
But what we're talking about is whether or not Fanta is a Nazi drink. And we're going to go into the history of that. And we're going to start out talking a little bit about Coca-Cola, the parent company. Mm-hmm. As most people know by now, it was invented by Dr. John Stith Pemberton in 1886. He was a morphine-addicted Civil War veteran looking for a better way to feel better than morphine, and put together some cocoa leaves and cola nuts, which had, were stimulants because of cocaine and caffeine, and said, hey, this is like a new kind of medicine. And after he died, it went on to be a very, very popular drink.
It sure did. One of the things that Coca-Cola did over time was they expanded around the world. They became an ambassador of American democracy. One of the places they expanded to is Germany, pre-war Germany, or maybe interwar Germany. I'm not sure when they showed up. But regardless, by the time World War II was starting to ramp up, say the late 30s, Coca-Cola was heavily entrenched in Germany, and its subsidiary was Coca-Cola GmbH, which stands for Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung, which translates to company with limited liability. And there was a guy named Max Kite who ran the show there. And boy, oh boy, was he dedicated to Coca-Cola and furthering the cause of Coca-Cola in Germany.
Yes, for sure. There's a guy named Mark Pendergrast who wrote a book called For God, Country, and Coca-Cola. No colon.
Yeah,
Way
nice.
to go, Mark.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And he said that, this guy loved Coke so much, he really just wanted to weave it into every aspect of German life. including the Nazi Party, even though supposedly he never was officially joined the Nazi Party. And you think like, well, Coke probably wasn't super stoked about this. They didn't care. Robert Woodruff was running Coke at the time, and he was like, hey, this is all good. We're going to co-sponsor the 1936 Berlin Olympics. We're going to hang up some banners there with our logo right next to the swastika, and it's all good, everybody.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I looked high and low for a photograph of that, and I could not find it. I'm sure Coca-Cola has dedicated a significant amount of its operational funding to destroying any evidence of that banner ever.
I haven't been to the World of Coke Museum, but I bet right here in Atlanta, I bet it's not in there.
I'll bet they don't have it up too. There was also, for the 10th anniversary of Coca-Cola GmbH, they decided to commemorate their deepest admiration for the Führer for Hitler's 50th birthday with a mass Nazi salute, I guess, of employees who worked there at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So Coca-Cola was very much entrenched in Nazi Germany even before the war, especially before the war, I should say.
Well, yeah, because once the war started, they're like, oh, well, I guess we can't do business with Germany anymore.
Right.
And Germany was seizing enemy-owned businesses at will. I think General Motors actually got out of Germany, but they did seize IBM. And Coca-Cola said, sorry, Kite, we got to stop sending you our 7X flavoring. And he said, but that is the secret. And they went, I know, and I'm really sorry. But even though we're friends, our countries aren't friends right now. And that was a huge hit on Coca-Cola LLC, GmbH, Germany. He couldn't make Coke, so he was like, I got to come up with a new plan.
Yeah, and also at the same time, he's walking this fine line between not having access to the product that his company makes and trying to keep the German government from officially seizing and taking over his company. And to do that, he needs a hit. He needs the most delicious, most nutritious thing you could possibly put together that's going to sweep Germany right off the bat. And I feel like we should talk about this product that Max Kite introduced after a break.
Work can be a little weird. One minute you're in a meeting that could have been an email. The next you're trying to decode corporate jargon that somehow means nothing. And don't even get us started on the quick sync that turns into a 45-minute deep dive.
Yeah, well, the truth is figuring out your career isn't always straightforward. Whether you're trying to grow, pivot, or just stay relevant, it can feel like you're navigating it all on your own. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in.
That's right. LinkedIn can help you grow your career, helping you confidently navigate your path with insights, ideas, and inspiration from your professional community. You can stay up to date with the latest trends in your field, connect with people who get it, and discover opportunities tailored to your goals, your experience, and what actually matters to you.
Whether you're looking for something new or just trying to grow where you are, LinkedIn gives you the tools and connections to move forward with confidence. Because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more. Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well designed, and they can be well designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating, we're talking about grills, we're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality, and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
okay, Chuck, so Max Kite's like, what am I going to do? I need to come up with something fast to keep my company afloat. I think I'll just create an entirely new drink that no one's ever even thought of making before.
Yeah.
And because there's so many wartime rations going on, I'm going to have to get really creative here, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, not only was he not getting that sweet 7X Coke syrup,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have sugar, or at least much. They were rationing sugar at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, all right. He ended up saying the recipe was made from the leftovers of the leftovers. The first Fanta, which, by the way, is the German word for fantasy or imagination. And supposedly he said, hey, marketing team, use your fantasy to think of a good name. And they said, how about Fanta? And he went, that's great.
How about Love Day?
I think it was a guy named Joe Nip who officially thought of the name. But he got apple pulp from leftover apple cider making, beet sugar, and whey. And by all accounts, it was not orange at all, and it tasted like sweet garbage.
It's it took me a couple of reads to be like, well, wait a minute, how does that taste like Fanta? And then I realized with just sudden horror, it didn't taste anything like Fanta. And apparently it didn't taste very well at all. Historians, no one knows what it tasted like, or at least no one's been able to find somebody who actually drank this stuff. But they're like, just look at the ingredients. There's no way it tasted good. And they think that it was probably mostly sold to be used as like a flavor agent for soups and stews and stuff like that. That people weren't just knocking back bottles of this stuff because they would have vomited until they died, I guess. Instead, they were just using it in other ways. But that's not to say it wasn't a huge hit. It was a big seller. And not only that, it instilled like a kind of national pride among Germans. Like, look at how resourceful we are in the face of, wartime scarcity. But have you tried this stuff?
Yeah, it was their own. They're like, we have Fanta and beer. And like, we're going to claim those and love those and drink those until we fall over. So he did, even though, like I said, he officially supposedly never joined the Nazi Party, he did work very closely with the Nazi Party because he needed their help. He needed their help making sure that production continued. And, the cooperation with the Nazis was a key part of that. But that was able to keep the doors open, at least. Officially, Coca-Cola in April of 1955, post-war, said, why don't we rejigger Fanta and make it taste good? And we've got the name. We have it copyrighted, and it's already sort of got a little bit of a cred, at least in Europe. So let's just keep the name, and hopefully no one will remember the Nazi ties.
Yeah, but also, so this name, just the name, right? They could have come up with anything else. But just the name has Nazi ties, like you said. It was created in and for Nazi Germany. And it was also made from apple pulp and beet sugar and whey. Why would you use that? I would think you would want to do the exact opposite and bury that name like it was a banner with the Coke logo and a swastika. But instead, they just went with it, and they introduced it in Italy first as the version we know now, this orange soda version. And Italy was like, yeah, it's pretty good. Let's go with that. And they started to export it. Finally made it into the United States in 1958, which was, I think, 3 years after they reintroduced it in Italy.
Yeah, I think what the deal was it wasn't widely known outside of Germany. So it's not like the word Fanta had some negative connotation all over the world. Mm-hmm. And the Germans loved it. So it actually had a positive connotation in at least one market. So, yeah, I get it. I mean, maybe it would have been a good PR move to change it because of the Nazi thing, but right. I don't think it was like some otherwise tainted name.
I see what you mean. They were like, I'm sure people will just forget about it anyway within a year or two. Anybody who even knows about it, it'll never come out.
Yeah, until, people started calling it a Nazi drink and on the internet.
Right.
And the idea kind of spread, and it was, it was Fanta and not Fanta. But yeah, people largely didn't think much about it, and I still don't think much about it. I mean, it's not like if you buy a Fanta or something today, you're supporting Nazis.
Right. It goes to support the upkeep of Hitler's tomb or something like that.
A small donation.
But the author Pendergrast was like, it is still pretty significant that people like this drink enough that even knowing its roots or where it came from, you're just like, it's an orange soda. I like it for what it is. And it's not just orange, as we said. They have a whole line of flavors, including grape. And I think it's much more popular in South America right now, but it's still pretty big in America, in the United States. Man, we keep getting taken to task for that, for calling the U.S. America.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. That's what they tell us. That's what they teach us here.
As far as Kite goes, he stuck around, and the Coca-Cola company said, you know what? Even though your drink was garbage, you did the yeoman's work way back then and kept that brand alive. And so he was made eventually the head of Coca-Cola Europe. And, seems like had a pretty good career as a soda guy.
Oh, one other thing about that, too, is Kite, as the Nazis rolled into country after country, Kite was right behind the tanks going, your division of Coca-Cola is now part of Coca-Cola Deutschland. Your division of Coca-Cola is now part of Coca-Cola Deutschland. And so when he was made the head of Coca-Cola Europe, he had consolidated through conquering other businesses. He had consolidated all into one company because of the Nazis conquering these countries. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. I mean, who better to lead the Coca-Cola Europe, I guess he was already in place.
Yeah. He kept pounding his fist in his hand whenever he talked at like board meetings and investors meetings.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's it for Fanta. Do you want a Fanta? I don't know. That's only a question you can answer yourself. And while you think about that, we're done with this. So Short Stuff is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.